What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're talking about something a little different, researching for a fishing trip or tournament on somewhere that you've never been. I'll show you what I'm doing. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. This channel is all about new baits, techniques, trends in the fishing industry, new videos Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But today we're doing something a little bit different, and mainly because I have a tournament this weekend on a place that I have never fished. So I moved to Texas a couple years ago and I fished Media Bass, which is a great trail. They have tournaments all throughout Central Texas. But this one this weekend is on Lake Belton, or Belton Lake. I guess I don't even know how to say it, but I just haven't had a chance to go there. Typically I'm fishing Travis, LBJ, Canyon, Lake Austin, just because those are closer to where I'm at in Texas. So, for me to drive hour and 45 minutes, it's not like a day trip for most situations. So I just haven't been there. So what I've done so far is very limited. So I've taken a look at past tournament results. And what this does is it just kind of gives me an idea of what's good on this lake. So it's not going to be an exact science because obviously that's a different day. It may have been a year or two ago, things change, water level changes, all these things change. But that is the first thing that I do, is look at the lake and to see what's a good day. Does 20 pounds usually win? Is it 15? It's not known for huge bass, so I know it's less than that. But what I'm gonna do is take a look at some past results. And the other thing to keep in mind is to look at results for as similar to the series that you're fishing. So if you have a huge major tournament and you're looking at club tournament results, that's one thing, but it's a different caliber of anglers. There's anglers that fish there all the time in the local events, so those weights may be higher. A lot of those events may also be team tournament events, so you have two guys in a boat versus one in a boat. So there's a lot of factors in there, and what I do is just kind of get a general idea. Again, this isn't going to be the perfect scenario where you know exactly what you need, but it just gives you an idea. If it takes 15 pounds to win, that's a 3-pound average, so a 3-pounder is a good one. So that's what I do. That's the first thing I'm gonna do, is do some research on the lake and what it takes to win. The other thing I've done is talk to some of my buddies that have fished this lake. Now, I'm not trying to get exact waypoints, because in my experience, it could hurt you more than it can help you, just because they fish differently. They may have caught them one spring doing something and you're just chasing after that waypoint and not really paying attention to what's going on the lake. So everyone's kind of different on that, on getting waypoints. Me personally, it's hurt more than it's helped. So I would just like to get a general idea. So that's what I've done. So a lot of people said you can catch fish all over the place, but the upper section of the lake is better quality. So that's enough for me to point me in the right direction. I am going to go out there one day to practice, and I'm going to start there. Again, it's not the final say in what I'm doing, but it just gives me a starting point. The other thing I'm going to do is take a look at my mapping. Now, this is something that you should do really any trip, especially on a new body of water. But the fish are, in my opinion, all going to be post-spawn. It's been really warm this spring. I was catching them on beds at LBJ, which, it's a different lake, but over a month ago. So those fish up there are probably done spawning, the bulk of them. So my thought is that it's going to be a post-spawn bite. So I'm going to look for those spawning areas on the map, on my Navionics map. Also look at my Lake Master map. I'm going to look at both of them because they are different. Even though you have mapping for both, looking at both brands will give you maybe a little something different. They may show something slightly different. So what I'm going to look for is places where I think the fish would have spawned and then move out. So I'm going to look for those places moving out of those pockets, onto the main lake points, things like that. That's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to mark a bunch of those on my Lowrance unit, so when I go there, I have some places to start. The one other thing I'm going to do is look for any marinas or areas that have a lot of docks. I really don't know anything about this lake, so I don't know if they have any, honestly. So I'm going to take a look now. But the reason I'm doing that is those would be a great place to catch fish during the shad spawn, which should be going on just because the bass have spawned. Like I said, that shad spawn bite around marina docks should be good somewhere on that lake. And I'm gonna check out those areas because that would be a great place to start the morning, maybe get a quick limit or catch a couple big ones. That is my plan. So that's my thought process going into this tournament. I will do a tournament recap after this tournament. The tournament's this weekend. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that recap for a little while just because I have a work trip coming up all of next week, and then I got my buddy coming in town the day that I come back, and we're gonna go fish for a week straight. So I'll have some other videos scheduled, but I won't be able to do this tournament recap to see if my thoughts worked out. So I'm gonna rig up some rods, gonna do some map study, and then I'm gonna go out there and do 1 day of practice and see if it comes together. I'll do one video that shows my practice and my tournament. Hopefully it works out, and hopefully I do well. I'm sitting decent in the points, not close enough to get AOY, but I definitely wanna have a good showing my first full season fishing this series in Texas. Thanks for watching.